Hey kids, what's going on? Welcome back. Hope you're having a lovely day or night or whatever it is for you. We are ready to continue our adventure here. We did our introductory area last time. We are now going to launch ourselves into the first proper area of the game, the High Wall of Lothric. That's the region of the game. Lothric is the region that we're in. Like in Dark Souls 1, it was Lordran. Dark Souls 2, it was Drang Lake. Bloodborne, it was Yharnam. So this is Lothric. So we're going to the High Wall of Lothric, and we're going to, start to get busy here. So we come out here. This is the only res spot where you don't hear the noise when you are resed. For some reason, I don't know why, but open up that door into the skybox of Lothric. And I will try to, show the scenery a little bit. I know this is a 100% walkthrough, not really a let's play, but, the attention to detail in the game is quite striking. I come up playing, Space Invaders and Asteroids, so, this is great stuff. So come through here, execute that guy, because he will sit up there and shoot you while you are trying to defeat these enemies. And you'll see we got a couple doggos here. Kill that guy. Kill that guy. There's a guy with an axe who's going to be coming up the stairs. I usually like to try to get rid of the dogs before Axeman appears, because there's nothing worse than trying to fight an enemy and kill the dogs at the same time. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I think that axe is going to be up here. See, there he is. So, yeah, he's going to come around the corner, I think. Oh, no. Is he going to go down? No, he saw us. So we're going to jump down. We're going to see if he jumps down. He did jump down. Alright, he's going to get hairy because the other guy saw us too. Now we got two enemies at a time, so let's add our way back up here. Utilize your terrain, of course. Yeah, we got both of them. They're probably going to come all the way up here. Now the reason I came back up here is because there's a little more space, number one, but also... Ow. 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 If we die, we're at a good res point. That was just a little bad luck on the... dog path. And you will have to get used to fighting two enemies simultaneously. The key is not to panic. Keep your wits about you. Oh, and we got a free Titanite shard out of that. How about that? We're going to be able to upgrade our weapon right away. That's good stuff. I think I can do this part. I'm pretty sure I can do this part without needing another flask. Because if I were to rest to get the flasks back, what would happen is... Look at this guy hiding here. Look at this guy. We're going to kill everybody because they're souls and we want all the souls we can get. We might as well go down here and clean off this guy. We cannot go through this gate yet. That opens from coming from the other side. Okay, now coming up here is where we're going to get our longbow. However, there is... way over here, a guy who's going to transform into an abyss beast if we don't kill him right away. And the abyss beasts are much harder to kill than the hollows. So we might as well top off. Use our last Estus flask. And we're just going to run, and we're going to kill that guy. It's this guy. Before he can transform. So he's dead. So success. Kill this dude. Kill all the rubes. All the rubes must die. And here's where we get our longbow. We've got a few standard arrows. We're going to be using the longbow quite a bit, mostly to pull enemies. And I think it puts the standard arrows on there automatically. We're eventually going to be getting large arrows. That's going to be what we're going to be using for a lot of the time. But we don't have access to those just yet. So now we're going to head back. We've done this little branch. This little branch is done. I think I killed everything, right? And we're going to rest at the bonfire. We'll get our 5 flasks back, which will be sweet. But then also all of the enemies will respawn. But we're not going back that way again, so it really doesn't matter. We are going to be going this way. And we are going to be running. Incidentally, your endurance also indicates how far you can run when you sprint. You want to kill that guy before he finishes his scream. Any of the guys with the lanterns you want to kill before they finish their screams. Because if he screams, all of these guys will wake up, surround you, and try to kill you. It's not that big a deal early on, but anytime you can avoid having to fight multiple enemies at once is a strategy that you're going to want. You don't need to kill these, but hey, they're 39 souls apiece. So, yeah. There's about 10 of them, so there's 390 souls. Grab your soul of a deserted corpse. We're ready to move on. There's going to be another guy with a lantern over here, so just come around the corner. Get him before he finishes his scream, otherwise all of these guys will wake up. Now, incidentally, the targeting, it's always irritated me with the targeting. It will not let you target an enemy that is not active. So once you hit them and they're up, ready to fight back, then you'll be able to target them. But not until they're active. You can still swing... I don't know how I missed that. You can still swing your weapon at them, though, obviously. Here we're going to get our binoculars that we'll use for a little sightseeing throughout our adventure. And you notice here's a big old skeletal dragon that is turning to ash before our very eyes. Come over to the side of him. And get your gold pine resin. And we're basically back where we started. We came through here, killed all the people. This is the hallway where we killed the guy with the lantern. Then we went up and around. Here's the headed dragon. Is that a guy right there that I didn't kill? No. This guy's upset about his life and his choices. This is that guy. Here's a guy, Sneaky Pete, behind here. With the shield. Grab 2 more fire bombs. And we are ready. You could roll down on the side. I just used a ladder. Nothing there, so, but progress how you wish. Come here, grab this soul packet. Alright, now, this guy has his shield up. Well, he did have his shield up. So go ahead and dispatch him when he attacks you. If you wish, get in there, critical. Mr. Crossbow is being annoying, so we're going to go and dispatch him. And a crossbow. You want to be topped off when you come up here, because we're going to go up these stairs and we're going to run to a door. As fast as you can, get to that door, because there's a dragon that is going to breathe fire. And when you're opening doors, you are... Wow, a lot of those guys got through and survived that. when you're going through doors, you have iframes, which are called invincibility frames. Invincibility frames, well, you're invincible for a few frames. So when you're opening doors, that is the case. Alright, there's going to be a gate that I'm just going to open over here. I'm not going to go through it, though. I'm just going to open it. Just in case. Okay, now, up here, that very loud dragon will be breathing fire. So, we're going to go out and grab the stuff, and we're going to get hit by the fire, but we're going to try to roll through it. Oh, he was looking the other way. Most of the time he's looking in the direction, and he'll bathe the whole area in fire. So see that guy over there dying? He is in the fire. So what you do is you wait for the fire to go away, and then we're going to sprint. This is a 100% walkthrough, so we're going to try to get all the items, hopefully without dying. So pick it up. Pick up the claymore. Did I pick it up? Apparently I felt the need to wave. I don't know why that is. I guess I got it. Now I'm going to sprint back. He's going to breathe fire again. But hopefully I can get all the way over. Good on us. I do want to double check because I don't remember actually picking up the claymore. But we did. How about that? So claymore is a great sword. It has the same moveset as a longsword, only it's bigger, but it is... This is 3 pounds, this is 9 pounds, so it's much, much heavier. But eventually it will hit harder, but we're going to stick with our longsword. It's such a great weapon. You'll notice our weight right now is at 70.0. Up in the upper right-hand corner, the equipment load weight ratio, 70%. So if you're at 70.0, you will have medium rolls. If you go to 70.1, you will then have fat rolls, which is much, much slower. I think it's 30%. If you get down to 30% or 25%, which is wearing almost nothing, then you have super fast rolls. So if you want to play a super fast, speedy guy, you get armor and equipment that doesn't weigh anymore. Now, you could progress through. We opened that gate. You could progress through the way we're going to progress after we beat this mimic chest, and go in there and up the stairs to the tower. There's a bonfire up there. It's a little bit tricky though because there is a Lothric knight that will get in your way, so you have to let him pass. But I'll show you that in a second. So as I told you before, round is sound. Laying out snake is evil. So this one is evil. He's a mimic chest. That dragon is so loud. I hope my voice isn't getting too distorted by that dragon. You use your shield, and you want to circle around. He will try to grab you, so it's imperative that you are not greedy with your attacks. Hit him once or twice, and then get out of the way. I like to clear off. Pardon my phone. I like to clear out all of the stuff that could potentially get in the way, and he hits very hard. Go ahead and use my flask here. And I guess we could start with our charge attack with our F2 and get a hit in. Actually, that did almost no damage whatsoever, so I don't know how great that was. So that one, when he grabs you, you will be dead. So you want to stay on his hip if you can. I do not like fighting him against the wall because it limits your options. And he's wanting to fight me up against walls, which I do not want. So get a swing in. Just be really cautious. Make sure that doesn't grab you. And he will do it over and over. Oh my god. And you can see the sweep on it is just stupid. And he will try to drive you into a corner. Get your dodge on. There he is against the wall again. Oh my god, you see how hard he hits. corner. Whew! So finish him off. Boy, we barely made it. And you can get the deep battle axe. So the deep battle axe, you'll notice the physical damage isn't as high. We've got 110 plus 16. The plus 16 is what we're getting from the scaling, so it's hit for 126. This hits for 96 physical, but then it also has 96 dark damage. So you can swap over to that if you wish. It's a little too heavy for us right now. It'll put us into fat roll zone. We're going to have to be putting some points into vitality, which we'll be doing at some point so we can wear all our gear. But it will hit quite a bit harder early game. It has a much smaller range though, so you cannot hit as many targets. Okay, so we're going to come through here, and all you want to do is step through the door and then come right back. And you want that knight to path all the way through. Especially as we have almost no health, he will walk and he will go down those stairs that are right over there. So give him a second. We're going to come back and get all this stuff. But we're going to get the bonfire first. Hopefully not getting hit by the dagger thrower who's around the corner here. So we'll go ahead and run. And if he's behind you, you will not be able to light this fire. So we are going to have to kill... Oh no! Oh, 1,000 no's. 1,000 no's. So now we are going to run. Because we want to light that bonfire. But these are the enemies. So we are going to try to run. Run! And come backwards. So we're utilizing our environment. Enemies have leashes. So you can see he is pathing back down the stairs. Yeah, that would have been very bad. We would have certainly died trying to fight both of them. So I'm going to give him another minute to get a little further down the stairs. And then I'm going to run through there again, exactly as I just did. I was slightly impatient. Oh, someone died. Try to light this again. Nope. We are going to have to fight Mr. Daggers. So get your shield up. And now you can light the bonfire. So that was a little bit hairy there. So go ahead and rest. We are going to travel back to the Firelink Shrine. And when we come through, we're going to get that stuff we ran past. But first, I want to upgrade our weapon to +1. Our longsword. Show you how to do that business. In we go to Papa Andre.
Do what?
So you just reinforce weapon. It's going to cost us 220 souls to do it. Take it to +1, and you'll notice the stats will go from 110 plus 16 to 121 plus 18. So we'll go from 126 to 139. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now next we'll need 4 Titanite shards, and ultimately 6 Titanite shards. I think we have enough for a level, so we might as well grab that.
Well, very then, hey.
Go ahead and put it into Vigor. Carry on.
Fashion one.
Back to the tower we go. The next material to upgrade is large Titanite. If you recall, we already have one of those from the Pumperumps up above. Now, when we come in here, you want that guy. He takes a little jag in the doorway there, so you want him to get all the way out the door. before you come through. Come in with your shield up, because he will throw a dagger at you. Kill this guy. And now we are going to come and grab that. Kill that guy. Trying to do this before the guy comes back. Kill this guy. Now you could fight this guy. You could fight this knight. He is very difficult at this point in the game. We're going to be fighting several of them before we get to our first boss. But I would recommend not trying to kill him right now, because it will frustrate you, because he hits very hard. He is very aggressive. He will drop his armor set, so if you want to be a Lothric knight, you can farm him for an hour or so. To get that, you will get lots of souls from doing so, but he is quite difficult. So as this walkthrough is geared towards players who might not be as competent yet, we are going to leave him and kill him another day. Alright, there's a guy who's supposed to be coming up this ladder. Sometimes he derps out at the bottom. Oh, there he is. So he's going to come in with his short sword and his little shield. Oh, I timed my kick right when he was going to swing at me. Okay. You hit and... oh, pardon my phone again. Okay, so where my helmet is pointing, there's a guy right there facing the sky, where the crest of my helmet is pointing. He will turn into an abyss beast. So we're going to sprint all the way over there and kill him. Well, that's our objective anyway, before he turns into an abyss beast. If he does turn into an abyss beast, I would suggest having your bombs on. And he will chase you, and you can run back up here, climb up the ladder, and just pelt him with your bombs. Fire does a lot of damage to the abyss beasts, rather than getting in and trying to fight him, because he's very tough. Okay, so let's go and do it. So if you run right along the spine, that's the wrong one. So we transform. That's alright. So you can see they hit really hard right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. So we're going to come back here, climb up the ladder. Hope we don't get hit climbing up the ladder. And he will kill the other dudes. So just get your bomb on. It's not letting me target. And you do take a little step forward. When you throw bombs, you want to be careful that you don't fall down. Just go ahead and bomb him from here. And take care of them. Now, when you kill an abyss demon, they will drop embers. And we got Titanite shard, hooray! So now what do we have? We have one, I think. Yeah, so we need 3 more to get our weapon up. So you see he murdered all of these enemies. Fire bombs are here. A little too late if you ask me, but what are you going to do? We're going to come around here, and there's going to be a little crystal lizard around the corner, and you just you want to chase them because they will evaporate into the air, and they're sneaky, fast little pests, and when they evaporate, you got to reload the game to get them back. They drop a raw gem. Raw gem is its own special type of treatment of a weapon. Oh my gosh, the hepatic controls are so terrible. Their own treatment that you can put onto your weapons, which does a base damage. It doesn't scale off of anything. It doesn't add any elements. The ambush people. Grab your fire bombs here. Do not go down this ladder. We're going to be getting down there a different path. come in here and we're going to take a quick left. I hate when they get me on the backhand, you know? Come over here, grab another Titanite shard. Get some throwing knives, which are good for pulling. We've got a bow, so we won't really be using them. The Undead Hunter Charm that we just picked up, you throw at an enemy and it keeps it from using its Estus Flask. Some NPCs have Estus Flasks. PvP enemies will have Estus Flasks. Alright, we're going to come out here. We don't want him to really see us in here. And there's a guy with a spear. At this point in the game, they are extremely dangerous enemies. They're quite a ways in here, so you might be having to run back quite a bit to kill this guy. You do need to kill him though, so just get your dodge on. But you see, with that spear, and it works for you as well. When you use a spear, you can strike from behind your shield. And the guy has a shield bash that is no joke. It will drain most of your stamina. See, like almost all my stamina was gone there. So just try to circle around, get the backstab in. Time to get up and just take care of it. Oh my gosh, we scored. We got some Lothric Knight armor and we got the Lothric Knight long spear. So, as I said before, we're not going to use any drops in the game, although both of those drops are really sweet. The Lothric Knight armor, as you see, it's quite a bit heavier. It's 15 to 10.6. It puts us up to 78%. But you'll see all of the mitigations are much higher. So, and like I said, you could farm these guys if you want to get their whole set. They are quite heavy though, so you're going to have to do quite a big investment into vitality, which is the stat which allows you to carry more armor. So if that's your jam, if you want to be a Lothric Knight, do it. But we're going to be rocking the gear that we have here. Now we want to be pretty careful with our Estus. We've got a little bit to get through here, so we don't want to be making stupid choices in terms of killing enemies. Oh, the hepatic controls. So stupid. I really hope on the PS5 that they get rid of that, because that's annoying. It's basically if you hold a button and move the controller in a particular direction, it will do an emote like that. And a lot of times you won't even be conscious of moving in a particular direction, and it will. And that enemy gave us an Estus Flask back. Sometimes some enemies, depending on luck, will... round to sound. Depending on luck, will give you a free Estus Flask. So we got our Estus Flask back. This is a 100% physical shield. It is, oh my god, it is heavier than the shield that we have, but it's also worse. The mitigations are worse, except for it also has 100% physical mitigation, which is good. There is a way, I've never been able to really do it, to throw a bomb there in the middle and kill a whole bunch of enemies at once, depending on their pathing. You've got to stand here for quite a while to get it to get all of their paths to coincide at that area. I like to pull the doggo. That's what I'm talking about, not those Estus Flasks. The dog basically teleported to kill me. So you can run down and just pull these guys up to this stairway here. Just circle around behind. Get your backstab. Get your swings in when he's trying to get up. The reason I'm hesitating and I'm not hitting him when he's down is because he has iframes as well. So I don't want to run out of swings and waste a bunch of swings when there's not going to be any damage. Okay, we're going to come over here and get Mr. Axe. Wanted to check to make sure the other axe guy wasn't getting into our game. Come down here, kill this dog. Hi, jump at me, dog. There you go. And grab this old cell key, because we're going to need that cell key to get one of our merchants. That's going to help us. Grab the Estus shard. And Mr. Pather was out this door, taking his time. There he is, waiting to chop us in the head. So you can see the jump took almost all of our stamina. So give him a second and finish him off. The longsword is so good. The sweeps are so wide and they stagger, and you get a whole bunch of them. They use almost no stamina to get the swings. We're really not going to go wrong with the longsword. It's more forgiving in terms of being able to R1 spam. Timings aren't going to be as big a deal. We are going to be killing that guy in our next episode, but first we are going to be running past him. We'll be collecting all of this stuff as well. So just kind of sprint past. There's a guy with a crossbow up here. Kill him. There's going to be a buddy that's going to follow you down here. Kill him. We're going to come through here and open up a shortcut. You do not have to kill this guy. You can just run here and get onto the elevator. And if you're quick enough, sometimes the enemies will run in and they'll jump down the hole. Now this is the door that I pointed out earlier that you couldn't open from that side. We want to be a little careful because there's an axe guy there, if you remember. When you come around this corner, you have to go around both trees. You can't cut through the middle, so just run around both of the trees. The dogs will most likely chase you up to the bonfire, but we managed to make it without them. So good on us. So I'm going to travel back. You know what? I'm not going to travel back. I think we have enough at this point to continue on. So this is where we'll pick up in our next episode. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time as we continue our 100% walkthrough of Dark Souls 3.